When do women desire the most? What are the differences between different time periods? A specific period before menstruation female body, it initiates a series of delicate physiological adjustments. This stage changes in the concentration of key substances. In the body reach periodicity peak triggers a chain physiological response. These changes it not only affects specific functional areas of the reproductive system through complex nerves, endocrine network regulates overall physiological state, blood circulation. In specific parts of the body state change, the sensitivity of the neuroreceptors is adjusted accordingly. At the same time, the balance of the neurotransmitter system fluctuates as certain emotions, decreased levels of regulation-related substances, and some of them increased activity of substances related to excitability. This change in physiological state, they form these particular patterns of physical and mental experience. On the one hand, it's more responsive. On the other hand, temporary changes in emotion. Regulation, this seemingly contradictory state of affairs, it precisely constitutes the desire of this period, the physiological basis of change when the menstrual cycle enters the stage of active reproductive function. Organism activates another set of specialized adjustment mechanisms. This period is marked by specific physiological events accompanied by key substances. Significant adjustment of secretion patterns at this moment. Increased levels of certain activating substances. Direct impact. Center-specific functional regions of the nervous system change the anticipation of pleasure. At the same time, the sensitivity of the peripheral sensory system, subtle changes also occur. Adjusted responsiveness to stimuli from a biological function. Perspective changes during this period. It is closely related to reproductive function, but in the context of modern life, it goes beyond mere reproduction. The experience of desire at this stage, usually more direct and intense, it reflects the physiological mechanism and psychological experience. Deep integration, a specific stage in a cycle of physiological changes, it's often overlooked. The traditional view holds that desire levels are lower during this period, but the reality is much more complicated. At the beginning of this stage, concentrations of certain key substances start to recover from lows. This change gradually affects the entire nerve, the balance of the endocrine network at the same time. Due to special physiological changes, the organism activates natural regulation mechanisms, release of moderating substances. These changes work together in some individuals, produce unique patterns of desire and experience. This phenomenon fully illustrates the physiological basis of desire. It's not a linear relationship. It's multi-system, a complex process of multi-level interaction. As the cycle nears completion, the body will enter a phase of excessive adjustment. This period, the concentration of a particular substance begins to change significantly. The overall state of the body is adjusted accordingly. Certain substances that have a regulatory effects start to dominate, altered the excitability levels of the nervous system. This change in physiological state brings about significant changes in the experience of desire. From a physiological drive gradually shift to psychological needs. This stage of desire is usually more mild, emphasize the need for emotional connection. This shift shows human regulation. Another important feature of the mechanism desire is not just a physical response. It is an expression of psychological needs. These four distinct stages consist of a complete cycle of desire fluctuations. Each stage have their own unique physiological mechanisms and performance characteristics. These changes did not happen in isolation, they connect, interacting continuous processes. From a highly sensitive state at a specific time, intense experience in the middle of the cycle, and then later on in the process, shows a dynamic change complete process. This cyclical change reflects the delicate mechanism of human self-regulation, it also reflects the deep integration of physiology and psychology.